Hey everyone, I'm Greg Copeland, managing partner of Rubin Allen and administrative partner of Marshall Graham. And I just wanted to talk about something that came up recently. And it's, are you in the right practice area? And have you chosen the right practice area for your personality and your goals? And so, what we've been finding, one of the most overlooked questions in the legal profession is your practice area actually aligned with who you are and the life you want to build? Um, and a lot of attorneys end up in a practice area by accident. Maybe it's an early job, a mentor talks them into it, or says, "Can you cover for me for this?" Or some just whatever pays the bills at that time. But what happens is over time, the misalignment shows up as burnout, as frustration, as feeling stuck. So I just wanted to quickly talk about how to choose or reassess the right practice areas for your personality and your goals. So, starting with your personality, different practice areas reward different personality traits. Some attorneys thrive on fast paced, high volume work. Others prefer deep research, long timelines, precision. So, you need to ask yourself, do I enjoy the conflict or do I prefer problem solving and resolution? Uh, do I like variety or do I prefer predictability? Do I get energy from people or is it from more focused, independent work? Uh, th- there's no right answer, but there is a right fit. You have to align with your goals, your practice areas. So think about your goals, and not just professionally. Think about them professionally and personally. Some practice areas demand they demand um, like more court appearances, long hours, emotional intensity, family law. I remember uh, telling family law attorneys that, you know, man, that's high impact. We sit in a family court, a lot of emotions involved in that. And so there's those professions and those practice areas, and then there's others that offer more flexibility, more maybe it's recurring revenue, or maybe it's a more predictable schedule. So you need to ask yourself a lot of self-asking, self introspection. What kind of income do I? How much control do I want over my time? Do I want to grow a team or do I want to stay lean? And your practice area should support the life that you're trying to build and not fight against it. What you also need to do is understand the business model. So every practice area comes with a business model. It could be contingency, hourly, flat fee, subscription, and that model affects the cash flow. It affects stress levels, client relationships, and also affects your scalability. A practice area might be intellectually interesting, but the business model doesn't match your risk tolerance or lifestyle goals. So then it becomes exhausting. Uh, ch- Choosing the right practice area isn't just about the law; it's about how the firm operates day to day. So you need to think about this, and you can pivot thoughtfully. Um, that's something a lot of attorneys seem to forget. It's your business. You're allowed to pivot. You don't have to burn everything down, but you can gradually shift your focus, narrow your niche, or build a practice that feels more aligned with your goals. Small changes over time can completely change how your firm feels and how it feels to run it. Um, the right practice area just doesn't make you a better attorney. It makes you a more sustainable one. So if you've been feeling drained, disconnected, This may not be a motivation issue. It just may be a fit issue. Choosing alignment, and that's alignment between personality, goals, and practice. It's one of the most powerful decisions an attorney can make. If you were starting over today, would you choose the same practice area? Now that's a question worth sitting with. Hey, we're here for you.